And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever. Getting Indianapolis growing. Look at this. We are 9,300 people. We have a very, very good industrial sector and a pretty healthy commercial sector. And so the town is still growing, which is good news. On the other front, I did a test. And one of the things I tested is I removed this recipe, this plank steel recipe from machines, leaving only steel and plastic for machines. And then I came into the game, and I had to downgrade and then upgrade the building to get it back because then it loads the new setting for the new level. Otherwise, you're not going to see the change. So I had to manually do that. So once that recipe was in place, I let it run. I let it run for a while, and it never demanded plastic. This detail here, even though it had a huge demand for machines, look at 5,700 demand for machines. It had a huge demand for machines. It still refused to bring in plastic. And so I concluded that any industry can only accept two types of goods, regardless of the recipes inside. It can only handle demand for two types. I've never seen an industry demand more than two types. So with this recipe, it's either or. Either you deliver planks or you don't. If you don't, you have to deliver plastic. And then it will just use steel for the tools. So to get that to work, basically I have to completely destroy the plank line. All this entire line I would have to get rid of. And I have invested quite a lot in this. I mean, granted, it's probably paid for itself several times over. I mean, look at these profits. 300 million, 300 million, 270 million. So yeah, I mean, it's paid for itself many times over. Even this one. I mean, this is a very short stretch and it's making me 120 million a year. So if profits were the name of the game, then I would, maybe keep this running. But I really would like to see a little plastic get used. And on that front, I come back here. So we got lots of plastic. We got lots and lots of plastic. We have a large demand for more. So I'm going to need to double up this oil line, most likely. But back in here, we're looking here, and we need more stuff. We need more crude oil. So I'll dial back in here, and lo and behold, ta-da, crude oil is going crazy. It's going gangbusters, but we're just, even with two dedicated lines, we're not shipping enough oil. So I could either add a line or add a couple more trains. So let's look at the systems here and see just how far behind the next train is. So the next train is way out here coming in to drop off. And I think we might be able to get away with adding another train onto these lines. Now, whether or not that makes a difference, because adding more trains would reduce the time it spends in the facility. And with that, that would be a problem, because it wouldn't fill up and it would be wasted effort. So I might just double up that line, because it's kind of easier to do that than it is to do anything else, just because it's a nice straight shot all the way through and everything is already set up to double that up. So let's go get my good track here. Oh, that is a ways away. There it is. So I want to put a track right next to this, and then this one. I want this to go a little bit if I combined that, and then I branched this off to that, that would essentially be what we're trying to go for here. So let's, I'm going to pause it while I do this, just to eliminate as much lag as I possibly can. Let's make sure that is nice and merged right in there. And I want to do the same sort of thing I did on the other side. Now, can I bring another track out here? Perfect. So this outer one goes to the thing, and then this one gets merged in with this side. Why is this derping out on me here? Let's drag it out this way. Even better. So last but not least, we have this last track. Oh, so much track. There we go. We now have even more movement of oil here. So let's do this. And I skip that one, go to this one. Kind of keeping this on the same as my other extension of this line. And then right towards the end, just like that. So this can go this way. Just like that. And spin her around. Okay, now I want to make sure I've got the right, oops, got the right thing here. So this is a light gray. I think that's good. I'm going to go with one of these and some tank cars for crude oil, and I'm going to go for the full amount for 234 instead of the 216, just to give this a little bit better of a run. And how many do I have on per line? 1, 2, 3. So I have 3 trains per line. I want to keep with that, so let's triple that up. And it's Shreveport crude, so that's going to be towards the bottom. Okay, there is Shreveport crude. And it should come down right there. Perfect. And this, because we added the train, this will set to no until the new month turns. I don't know why it does that. I honestly have no idea why it does that. Oh, there we go again. We have to wait a whole nother month before that'll kick on again. So yeah, it updates the line frequency, and for some reason, it really hoses the whole process. So hopefully now we'll be able to shove enough oil into this where we're actually going to be making some fuel, because I think fuel has dropped a little bit since we started pulling oil out of there. If I look at Atlanta, Atlanta's doing pretty good. How about Indianapolis? Indianapolis fuel, it's not doing too bad, but the plastic is really where it's at. So I'm going to probably want another plastic train onto here. So I'm going to be able to put a full amount on there. So let's buy, it's going to be orange, another train. It's going to be boxcar for plastic. And I'm going to, this one's going to be the full amount as well. And we're going to set line to mob plastic for goods. This may or may not kick itself off the line with that addition. But we just added that train. And why are you not coming out? Oh, because this train had that block reserved. That's why that didn't come out. So now it should creep its way out right up to the signal, and that's good. So there it comes. Yay. We have a lot of plastic waiting there for us. Unfortunately, none of it is for my machine factory. So these things have just lost money every single year, which is unfortunate, but it's going to be kind of hard to fix that. I'd have to completely destroy and remove the plank line. It's the only way I would be able to do that is tell the machine factory, you are not going to get planks whatsoever anymore, and start demanding plastic for me. Now, whether that works or not, I don't know. Not sure if that would be a wise thing or not. Let's go make sure oil is back up and running. Okay, it looks like it is. It's going fast. Production is going up. So yeah, look how fast it's filling that in. Pretty amazing. All these trains should be running now. And my oil facility looks like it's starting to get a good surplus going. We've got lots of oil and no fuel. So why? It's all going into oil right now. Not sure why. It's probably because this thing is demanding so much. We got another train coming in. I think our first train left already because this one's the shorter one, and I know our other one was a max length. Well, max length for station size anyway. Okay, now that we have those trains on there, this should really be looking at a lot of production. So we want to try to connect another city up with goods. So who can we connect? Who do we have access to a pretty sizable commercial district right away? Nashville would be good, except it's really close. And what is... Oh, that's Indianapolis. What is Nashville's demand? See, Nashville's demand is only 500. Look at the difference. I mean, industry has double the size of commercial because we're just feeding it construction material. So that made a huge difference. Also, the fact that the train is going right into the industrial area. So if we wanted to, we could connect a passenger train over here and maybe merge in with another city like Tallahassee. And we could connect the commercial up with Tallahassee, which might be a good idea. Since Indianapolis is getting so close to the size we're going for, you know, I'm up for ideas on whether to continue this series or what to do in the next series. I'm still enjoying this game. I still think it's really fun. Why are you doing that to me? Okay, that's just annoying. So, any ideas on maybe areas of the world or goals to try to go for? If you want to see just a unrealistic experimental sort of world, you know, let me know too. What your thoughts are on that? If I just go crazy with it. So yeah, let me know what your ideas are, what you'd like to see, and I will do everything I can to make it possible. Why is that building going to be removed? There, that's better. No. How about that? That looks good. We're gonna... Sorry, folks. You're gonna have to move. Because we've got... Oh, I want to do a passenger train. I can't use this one because it's not doesn't have a dead-end track. So we're gonna do 4. High speed, second street connection. We're going to do the whole 9 yards for this one. We're going to come out here. Oh, that's... I need a little finer movements. Finer movements. Try to get this nice and straight here. Okay. Lots of coverage for that commercial. And now is hooking this up to here. And then bringing this way out. Bringing this down. And creating a little block in here. Oh, saving. Okay, now let's bring this in. And because I know the AI is going to want to do something there, it's going to probably still do something funky in there. So I'll, you know, be ready for that. Because this is the size of the block that it's looking for, and these are a little bit bigger. But that should pretty much encapsulate all of that commercial. Well, it's most of it. But the first thing I want to do before I hook it up, we've got this line right here. And this would be a really good... I could swing it down and swing it in. So it would be a good place for that. But I got all this development right here. Unfortunately, that would have to go by the wayside. Where else could I go? I could cut across again and come in here. That could be something I do. Since this is all... Okay, this is going to be nasty. Create the line first. And then merge in with it. Since this is mostly residential around here, I could hook all this up to commercial up in Nashville, and that would help this commercial up there. See, even with the goals and stuff that I have, there's still lots of opportunity to expand your networks and get just a huge rail network going. So I'm gonna try to cut underneath here without interrupting too much. Perfect. Awesome. So now, am I going to be able... I'm going to try to go under this bridge. Oh, it's gonna yell at me. I want to go under that bridge and then move over here. Since there's going to be probably a tunnel through there. Really? I had all those trains running on that line? This must be where they cross over. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take this section and this section out. Grow this. And then merge these back. There. Should be good. Should be happy with that. Okay, now let's take this line out. And we're going to try to merge it. So I'm going to take it out, and then we're going to merge it in with this one. We're over this, and we're pretty good there, and we have clearance for the goods when they come out of here. So we can just move the goods. I'm going to take this down because I want to merge it right in here. And we're going to try to bring it right up into here. So this is a good angle right here. Now I want to go over that track if I can. Okay, there we go. Over that track. And we're just going to push it right in. I want it to go right in that one. There. Now we have not only a passenger line, but also a goods line. So that is awesome. All right, let's take this out there, and I'll just have one train on this line, so that's all good. I don't need too much on that, so we're just going to right there. That's what I wanted to click on, and there's the other depot. Okay, now it's line time. So here to here, and this is going to be a yellow line, and this is going to be NAS goods. And this line is going to be from here down to here. And we're going to make this a purple line. And this is going to be the Nash Tallahassee commuter. Perfect. Okay. So up in here, oh yeah, that's the thing I destroyed. We're going to have a purple multiple unit. Just go crazy with it. And this is the NAS Tallahassee commuter. Go. Okay, and now with this one, I want, this is going to be yellow, and it's going to be boxcar set to goods. And we're going to max this out. And we're going to set line to NAS goods. There we go. Now we just added about 597 on to the total of goods that this thing can produce, and it's already wanting to do an upgrade, so that is good for us. And if need be, once this starts running, we can, move more goods around, but I'm really not missing very many. I could create a little bit of a cargo depot over here, though, just before anything starts growing. So I could even put one over here. No, that's a pretty unoptimized way of doing it. Where is a good spot? I think probably out here. It's a good spot for that. Let's put it on this line here. Just in case we want to extend that. And we are covering that. So that's good. And the last bit I want to do is I want to create a bridge over the tracks. All right, well, that will do it for this episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.